here we go. We've got 5 lights now. Ahead of the drivers, it's lights out and away we go. Jerry gets a good start, but the Red Bull pulling alongside Chris gets ahead into turn 1, but he's gonna have to defend now. Coming down this back straight, it looks like Jerry has got the overwhelming pace here on this back straight at the moment. It's gonna be almost 3 abreast coming down to this hairpin right now, as Jerry now retakes the lead of the race here. And behind, it looks like we've got Knee as well gaining a few positions, as well as Go-Goat there, who's managed to hold on to that second place at the sector line. So the top 3 at the moment looks like they've all stayed the same, as well as P4 Chris right there, but they're battling away behind Jerry at the moment. Jerry forming a little bit of a gap right now to the cars behind him. He definitely needs to try and pull that gap right now, or he's not going to be able to defend against a whole gaggle of cars with DRS right now. As coming down to the chicane right now, it looks like ASM's managed to gain some positions there. Is everyone going to keep it clean through the chicane? It looks like everyone has managed to keep it clean at the moment right now. As Alka goes a little bit deep, that's not made him get the best exit there. Jerry now has managed to retake the lead with the help of that DRS. So the DRS is really helping the drivers to keep going back and forth for positions at the moment. As what has happened, ASM has crashed at a very weird spot there actually. How has he just crashed there? Well, that's going to be a safety car then. As Jerry though is your race leader then, but unfortunately for the top 3 right there, Go-Goat, from everyone from Go-Goat down is going to be able to come into the pits here. Senna stays out for track position, Kazoo as well stays out for track position. Right, now here we go onto the safety car restart. Senna hasn't pit stopped yet in this race, on a set of medium tires. He's coming round now to the final corner. He can't go underneath 80 kilometers per hour, but besides that he can go as slow as he wants. And now he's pulled the trigger and he's making his way now onto the main straight. It's going to be green flag now. Coming down to the first corner, we've got Senna, Chris, Jerry, Alcott, Kazoo, Go-Goat, Knee, Cybip, and AMW, as well as Stealthy. That's your top 10. But coming down to this back straight now, everyone behind Senna here is going to get a dose of DRS. That's going to be very helpful to try and close up to the cars ahead. Jerry's definitely going to get a DRS, and he might have a little look right now at Chris. He's trying to have a go around the outside, couldn't quite get it. He sets a new fastest first sector, so that's how powerful that DRS is here. Off the safety car restart, he still managed to set that fastest first sector. He's now pressurizing the Chris here as we make our way through to the middle sector now. Jerry now is trying to fight with Senna here, who's lost the position now, and Senna now is under attack from Chris, who does get through. So Jerry now is back into the lead of this race. He's got a warning in that middle sector though, so he's gonna be trying to avoid getting that at least 2 more times in this race. Down this straight, you can see Chris closing in and closing in. He's trying to have a little look soon, as behind we've got Senna as well, who's closing up the gap. Jerry now is trying to hold on to the position, but not for much longer. Chris is now has retaken the lead of this race, but Jerry having a go down the inside. He's managed to make that move now, and he's now retaken the position. So Jerry and Chris here squabbling for this lead of the race. You can see that Jerry taking a much more conservative line through that corner this time. So he is just trying to make sure that he doesn't get a 3rd warning in this race, which will result in a penalty from the game. As we are making our way now through to the chicane, Jerry and Chris still side by side. You can see though Alka behind as well as Senna. They're closing in as these two are fighting away for this lead of the race. Might have to concede the position to Alka right now, because Alka is looking for a move. He does manage to make it through. Our championship leader now is trying to go for 2nd place. He's alongside the Red Bull of Chris, having a little twitch on the exit of that corner there, as Alka is trying to press it on, and he does get the move through. So Alka now moves up into 2nd place. Alka though has managed to close that gap now, just 0.2 of a second. Oh, Jerry going very deep there, nearly slamming into the wall. I think the tires are going off right now for Jerry, as now Alka going to go side by side, can't find a way through though, so he stays behind in 2nd. But the gap right now, top 3, just a second. Those tires for Jerry definitely not feeling great right now. He's gonna be struggling a load for grip right now. as they make their way now through the chicane, coming down to the final corner. Alcott is right on the gearbox of Jerry. It's going to be side by side between the drivers, top 2 in the championship right now. Crossing the line, it's a 10th between them as we come now down to the first corner. Jerry is just trying to hold on at the moment, but I think those soft tires, they're costing him a whole lot of pace right now, as Alcott is going to be probably sailing through alongside. And now Alcott takes the lead of the race, and Jerry now falls down to second place. What's happened to Alcott? Oh! Alcott's frozen on the track. I think Alcott might be out of this race here. He's not even moving. Is the championship leader here, set for a DNF here in New York right now. Well, and there we go. So Alcott, our championship leader, has just disconnected from the New York Grand Prix, as Sybib now just about holds off Stealthy down this back straight. But Chris, meanwhile, he's managed to try and use that DRS to good effect. He's now trying to go for the lead of the net lead of this race right now. He's alongside and now ahead of Jerry. So Chris now moves up into 3rd place, but it is the net lead of this race. As Moto has disconnected as well. What's going on here? We've got Alcott who disconnected, Senna who disconnected. I think Moto might be the next one to disconnect then. As now look at this, we've got a 3-way battle for the lead soon, as Stealthy now is under attack from his teammate Chris right now. Chris here is trying to have a look. Can he make it through? Sybib as well has lost a huge chunk of time. Chris, is he gonna go for 2 for 1 here? He is. And Chris now takes the lead of the New York Grand Prix, as Stealthy just cuts the entire chicane there. And he's cutting all over the place. And he's just subbed his penalty now. But he's going to be way off from the lead of this race now. As Jerry, though, is getting a huge DRS. He's going to be closing in right now. He's got the better tires at the moment in this race here. He's going to go down the inside. Jerry takes the lead of this race. And he's now going to try and pull away now. He's got to try and hold on to it now, though. He is leading this race. He's coming round to the final corner now. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with the leaderboard, but Jerry now is going to come across the line and win the New York Grand Prix and take 25 points over Alcott and take the lead of the championship. Chris comes home in 2nd place, Razor in 3rd, Stealthy finishes in 4th, Sybib in 5th. Nee is gonna come home in 6th place. So Jerry wins the New York Grand Prix, followed by Chris in 2nd, Razor in 3rd, Stealthy in 4th, Sybib in 5th, Nee in 6th. And in the Drivers' Championship then, Jerry now retakes the lead of the championship, followed by Alcott in Williams on 146, Romza in 3rd for Audi, falling behind. And in the Constructors' Championship, AlphaTauri now extend their lead to 70 points over Williams in 2nd and Audi in 3rd.